Welcome back, YouTube, to another Hollow Knight episode. As promised, this episode will be about the Path of Pain. Also, a very long rant, more than likely, about the U.S. education system. Because, oh my gosh, I freaking hate it. I don't know why that's blocked off. Any Hooters. So yeah, for context as to what you're like, maybe you're like, say, why are you so annoyed with the U.S. education system? Let me just explain, right? I don't know if I've mentioned on my channel or not. I am going to college right now for ASL and deaf education. What that means is that I did all of my ASL courses, and now I'm doing all of my education courses. They are lame. I hate them. And they're useless. They're so absolutely freaking useless that I don't see the point in even taking the classes, because I'm not actually applying any of the knowledge that I'm going to be that I'm learning to what I'm going to be doing. It's all just like work for more work. All right? Like nothing is actually useful. Damn. Okay, and I guess I should probably give an example, because this is going to be a long rant about the U.S. education system, specifically higher education, meaning college. So, sorry, elementary schoolers. I'm not going to be talking about your schooling because you got it good, let me just say. I don't know why I did that. So I have a class, and I'm going to give you the class title and what it's supposed to be. The class is called Multicultural Education. What that is supposed to mean is that I will be learning how to teach those from different backgrounds, right? Not a bad idea. The problem that I'm facing with that class is I'm not learning how to teach people of different backgrounds. That means different races, genders, sexual orientations, that kind of thing, right? That's what the class is supposed to prepare me for. It's not. It's absolutely useless. I should probably take thorns off now that I think about it. All right, I'm gonna do that. So yeah, like I said, that's not at all what it's doing. That's what it's supposed to do, but it's not. The assignment that I'm working on currently for that class is a cultural self-analysis, which, if you don't know what that means, don't feel bad. Where I have to analyze my culture or cultural aspects of myself and how those impact my teaching, right? Sounds reasonable, right? And be like, okay, that's a decent thing. I don't know why you're complaining why you'd have to do that paper. I'll tell you why. Okay. It is absolutely bare bones for what she actually wants. My professor's a chick. What she actually wants in this paper. All right. There's no rubric, for one, which I struggle with inherently, right? I love rubrics, especially for classes like this where she doesn't have anything listed, but she wants specific enough answers, right? So there's no rubric. It's bare bones. The freedom that should offer is not actually as much as it does. All right? Sorry, this part's a little... Yeah, anyways. It doesn't offer as much freedom as one would think it would. Why? Because it's college and it's actually just secret agenda scam. Which, if you didn't know, I guess I should say this. If you didn't know, college is just a business, right? You're not actually learning anything useful. All your assignments, your classes, your skills that you're participating in, it's just a way to prolong them getting money out of you. It's quite honestly extortion, if you want to know my opinion. But it's the way the world works, you know? You have to go to college. You don't have to go to college, right? I'm going to say this right now. I might be going into the education world. You don't need college. College is actually a complete waste of time. I don't know why I did the dash first, or the double jump first. College is a complete waste of time. You don't need it. And quite honestly, I don't think very many of you should pursue college. Not because you're not capable, but because it's a waste of your fucking time, okay? It's a complete fucking scam and a complete waste of time. For instance, all these classes that they're like, oh, it's so important that you know this. It's not. Shit, man. It's really not. I'd say, okay, so I'm in 5 classes this semester. I'm taking like 15 credits or something, right? I've had at least 3 of my professors say, you won't actually use this when you're teaching, but I have to teach it to you anyways. Why the hell are you teaching me it if it's not something I'm going to be doing as a teacher, you know? Like, that just seems so stupid to me, to have assignments and curriculum and classes that I'm paying money for. I'm not paying money, but that I would be paying money for, that I'm not even going to use, that are actually completely unapplicable wastes of time. It's absolutely asinine to think that anything I'm doing matters, because it simply doesn't. Like, it really just does not matter. Why do I do that? Sorry, the hardest parts is this first section and the last section of the Path of Pain. So the fact that I'm doing this first section umpteen times is not surprising. Yeah. But yeah, that's like a small tidbit of the absolute bullshit that is the American education. Thank God. American education system, right? It's convincing kids in high school that the only way to be successful and make money in life is to go to college, which it's not. In fact, like I said, don't recommend college. Damn it. I recommend going to a trade school, okay? You're going to be... What the hell am I doing? You're going to be in and out in a year, typically. Sometimes it's 2 years, depending on your trade. And then you'll be able to get into a job field that is actually going to need you, for one, and into making jobs of like $60,000 off the bat. All right? Now, some of you are like, well, $60,000, that's not a lot of money. And you're both right and you're wrong, okay? $60,000 is not a superb amount of money, but it is not a bad amount of money, all right? That is more than livable. Okay, $40,000 is like minimum wage. Yeah, that's probably wrong. $40,000 is probably more than that. But you can survive comfortably on $40,000 a year. All right, so $60,000 a year is plenty of money. I just jumped into that spike. But they don't teach you that in school. They don't teach you that that's an acceptable, comfortable living, right? They teach you, oh, you've got to go to college and you've got to go, for some people, hundreds of $1,000s in debt, you know, on a degree that you spend, I don't know, $200,000 on, that at most you're going to be making $50,000 a year, you're not even making the money back that you spent to get your degree. Do you know what we call that in the, adult world? That's called a failed investment. And you're doing that willingly, That's just so stupid to me. Like, I understand, okay, teaching is not a degree that I'm going to be making the big bucks, right? I'm fully aware of that. I was aware of that before I went into teaching. I want to teach. I'm doing it because that's what I want to do. Even though it's not the most money, What the hell? Oh, there's spikes right there. That's not a wall I can slide on. It's not the most making the money career, okay? And not only that, like, I want to do YouTube full-time eventually at some point. Pipe dream, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So eventually, teaching, which would be a full-time job, would be my part-time job. That's kind of what I'm wanting. And who knows, maybe one day I don't even teach and I just do YouTube content full-time. That is an option that I would like to have. Sorry, this part might have to make me shut up just to get through it. And currently I don't have that option, which is fine. I'm not upset because I'm in school right now and I'm working a job and I don't need, oh my goodness, I don't need YouTube to be a career for me right now. I don't. It's that simple. But something that I do want is the ability to branch out from that. And teaching is actually super, helpful with that because I'm off all summer, So maybe, summers, it's like I do streaming or I just do videos full time. And that's perfectly viable. And that's another one of the reasons why I went into teaching is I'm like, that was actually discovered after I was already well into my program, is I was like, oh, I could do this, actually the main reason I went into teaching was insurance, because insurance is another fucking scam. If you want my honest opinion, insurance is a complete fucking scam. But, yeah. So I understand I'm not making the big bucks, but something else with teaching, schools are so desperate for people to come teach. They will hire you even if you do not have a teaching degree. All right. Let me say that again for the people in the back. Schools will hire you even if you don't have a teaching degree. Okay. So I'm going to college right now, spending a oogla boogla of money to get a degree for a job that I could very likely get not having a degree. Think of how fucking stupid that is. That's an option, like a viable option for me, is that I can do that. It's simply ridiculous. And there's no nice way to put it. And I don't need to be nice to who, Who do I need to be nice to in this situation? Absolutely nobody, in my opinion. Granted, that opinion can be wrong, and I know that. But okay. So I made it here. So like I know that, right? Oh shit. But it's so funny to me that, oh shit, that's like a thing, a genuine thing that I have to consider and think about with my education and my career, that I could honestly just go apply to a school district right now. There's no guarantee I'll get the job, but I'm much more likely to be hired at a school district, even not having a degree, than I would be, just doing anything else. So it's really stupid that I just ran my face into those spikes. It's just, long story short, it's dumb. It's a complete waste of time. But the dumbest part is that they're convincing, like, in droves, this mass of people, of these high school students, particularly seniors, but they also, I know, target the juniors and even the sophomores in some degree, that you have to have college. You don't. And I mean, damn it. I'm even going into education as a major in it. What the piss nuggets? And I don't even have to. Like, if I really, because I'm bilingual, I'm going to go into teaching ASL. I have enough of the concepts down that I could go in and get hired. Honestly, like, I don't know why I did that again. I could go get a job and I could teach fairly well. I've done enough observation and instruction hours for free in various school districts that I could 100% go become a teacher tomorrow and be perfectly fine teaching a class. Oh my goodness. Okay, like, that's just how... Oh, damn. That's how freaking stupid and ridiculous it is. And it drives me absolutely nuts that we have this culture that you have to go to school. You have to do these menial... Oh, man. Maybe not menial. Like, mindless tasks to prove I know my content. Oh, okay. Here's another part of it. You don't actually have to be smart to go to school. You really don't. For one, almost every class nowadays can or has a online option for instruction. Okay. So every class can be taught online. I hate to break it to teachers. Yes, you have lockdown browsers. Yes, you have things and applications that access our computer and lock it down and access our camera so you can see what we're looking at, what we're doing. You can still cheat on those. I don't care what anyone says. You can easily cheat on that shit. All right, I've talked to several classmates, and even in high school, like, I graduated 2020. Okay, that tells you how old I am. I cheated on stuff that I had for college level schooling. Like, it's not hard. It's really not. It's so easy to do. I don't know why I did that. And so they think that locking it down is going to stop it. It doesn't. It does nothing. Okay? It does nothing. And they're all, and like, even half the time now, like, I have so many professors that are like, I'd prefer if you don't use your notes, but, you know, you're taking the test at your house with your personal computer. There's nothing I can do to stop you from cheating if you wanted to. And so, like, even the professors know that there's nothing they can even do to stop you from cheating if you were really determined to cheat. So the idea that anything they're doing actually matters is so stupid to me because it simply doesn't, you know? Oh, shit. I don't know. It's definitely a rant and a half. Obviously, I'll have to check my recording next time I die to check how long I've been recording for. But yeah, it's a doozy, let me tell ya. Okay, so that's something I can look at doing. All right, let's see. Okay, I've been recording for not even 20 minutes. A, I'm flying through the path of pain today, like, holy shit. And B, that was 20 minutes of pure, like, unbridled fucking rage at the education system and, like, my current college experience. All right, this platforming section is called the Path of Pain, but college has been far more painful than this video game ever has been, and honestly, ever will be. And honestly, I don't actually remember where I'm supposed to go on that part. I'm just kind of... Can't I? Oh, damn. Ah. I know there's a skip somewhere here, but I can't remember where it is, so I'm probably just going to give up on that and not get sandwiched in between two saw blades. But yeah. So college is just a sham. All right. There's no motherfucker. There's no nice way to put it, and honestly, I don't want to be nice about it. It's just bad. But I guess more directly related, and I know this rant is not professionally scripted out. I don't care because it is that. It's a rant. The required, so every course, which is called the content area, so like history, English, math, all that stuff, they're called content areas, right? Each content area has something called standards. Something that most people nowadays don't have. And in those standards, it tells you what you're required to teach for your content area. So something like math, I don't know, math for 7th graders is multiplication of 3 numbers. So like numbers in the hundreds. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been in a math class. I don't remember what your age group kind of shit is. Either way. So that's like a standard, which means that's something you need to teach in your lessons, and you got to build like lessons around those standards and those concepts kind of deal. You know, that's fine. That's understandable. Like, it's easy enough to comprehend as a teacher what I need to be doing. Okay. Well, with those standards, motherfucker, each part is like ridiculously different. There's no commonality between different content areas. Like even something like PE and health, you know, you're like, oh, it's physical education. No, it's so different. Okay. Ridiculously so. Which I don't understand why. Like, I understand it's a completely different class. I get that part. But the fact that it is so different that it's almost non-transferable is, in my opinion, kind of stupid. Because health is all about physical and mental health. And physical education, or PE, is about maintaining physical health or promoting physical health. You think that there would be a lot more crossover between the content, but there's not. It is vastly different. And I don't know, maybe that's good for some because, you know, PE teachers want to be the fun teacher of the school. It's just kind of common knowledge. If you disagree, you're simply wrong, and I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Oh my gosh, I just got up there. Yeah, so that's like a whole thing with education that I think is dumb. And I don't know, maybe you're like, Saint, you're just bitching. Why don't you fix it then? And the simple answer is I don't have the power to fix it, but I damn well have the idea. Instead of this year or 2 years of educational courses that I'm taking, just cut it all out. Cut it out completely because it's not helpful to actually learn how to teach. It's not. Instead, give me a year-long internship, basically. It doesn't even have to be paid, but give me a year-long internship that's hands-on training in the school or in a school, right? Because I already have to do a semester of student teaching, and some districts and some schools specifically will hire me on as a temp or as an intern, and I'll get paid to do teaching. I'll get paid like half time. So what that means is I get paid half the salary of a normal teacher to be a student teacher, where I get trained and I just do the teaching then and there. And then after my contract, so that's that year, I get hired on full time at the school, right? Because then I'm actually getting prepared for actual scenarios with actual students rather than reading about theories and shit that in an ever-changing society like today don't fucking hold true. Okay, that's one of my biggest annoyances, is if we're reading all this shit that's like, you know, half a century old research, which I'm not gonna say there's no value to. I mean, there is value, but it's not that much. You know, in all honesty, it's pretty fucking useless in the grand scheme of things, because like, nothing I'm learning is applicable. All this information is just theory. So when, you know, shit hits the fan and I have a student stabbing another student, none of this multicultural or fucking content area literacy bullshit is going to prepare me for when I have a student stab another student. All right? It's simply not. Son of a bitch. And so I think it's stupid. I think that it should be changed to a internship kind of program where I'm getting on-the-job training for the job that I'm going to do. I mean, you think about it, any other job you do, that's what it is, you know? You're going to get hired, and you're going to do on-the-job training for any, you know, specifications that you might need. Yes, I know they have, like, shit that they want their employees to have before they hire them, you know, what they're looking for kind of deal. And that's fine. You know, I get that. But this idea that we're not going to hire anyone who doesn't have a degree, yet at the same time, no one wants to teach because they have to put up with all the bullshit we put in place. So we're going to hire people because we need people to babysit these children. That's essentially what you're doing. Like, that's just, I don't know, asinine to me to ask people to do that. And I don't know. I just disagree fundamentally with what that says, you know? God. That's annoying. Yeah. All right, I just looked at the time. I still haven't even been recording for 30 minutes yet. And I've already had this much to say on the topic. So if you can't tell, I'm very passionate. Damn, it was worth a try. About this subject. And it's probably something a lot of you don't care about, but you know, depending on what my audience retention is, maybe you care more about it than, you know, I think you do. And maybe you don't, and that's fine. I truthfully don't care so much because, oh fuck, this is a very important part of my life, and so I'm gonna talk about it. I mean, I already stated in my like first YouTube video I ever made that I'm gonna post stuff I want to talk about, and there's nothing that any of you can do or say to stop me. Oh, that solves one problem. So yeah, if you're not liking this rant and you've already clicked off because it just seems like an angry college kid who's upset that his university is making him do stuff, that's fine. Again, I don't care. Because whatever you're thinking or whatever you're feeling about this subject is perfectly fine with me. Because at the end of the day, I mean, it's your opinion, and you're entitled to it. Even if I disagree and think your opinion's stupid because you've no idea what the hell you're talking about, I mean, You're entitled to an opinion. It just might be wrong, you know? Oh, that's right. So this is the last room, by the way. I am flying through this. God damn it. Yeah. Yeah. But no, if you're in college and you're, you know, comfortable sharing, I would love to know what you're going to college for and if you feel you're actually learning anything of value. Because I can almost guarantee that at least 7 out of 10 of you who are in college will be like, yeah, no, I'm learning nothing of value and I wish that I was, you know. Fuck. Yeah, so that's Saint Spider's rant of the day. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, I fucked that up, but it's fine. Yeah. But no, I'm actually getting through this surprisingly quickly, like, surprisingly quickly. Because, okay, so the first time I ever attempted the Path of Pain, I spent, and I shit you not, 18 hours doing it. Granted, it wasn't like 18 hours straight, like there was breaks in between, but I left the game open for 18 hours attempting to get this platforming section done. The second time I attempted it, I don't remember how long I spent on it, but I spent a while, right? And I don't really remember if I beat it or not. I might have, but I don't actually know. So, yeah. No! That was it. I had like 2 jumps left. That's all I had to do was beat that part. Well, and then you'll see. Oh man, I fucked that up a little bit. But yeah, honestly, I kind of just forgot what part I was saying. I was probably saying something like, tell me your college experience. I have 2 friends that dropped out of college because it was just fucking stupid. And you know what? They're great. I love them. I think they're very intelligent people. And that's not sarcastic like I normally am. Like, I genuinely think they're smart for doing that. One of them is Topher, and you guys all know him very well because I featured him on my channel many a time. Yeah, he dropped out of college after our first year of college because he was doing computer science, which is just fucking disgusting, learning code and everything. So he dropped out of college, and now he works as a coach at Walmart. And you might be thinking, oh, at Walmart? What is he, an idiot? No. I personally hate Walmart. I hated working there. But with him being a coach, he makes so much money every year. And I mean, he basically makes a bonus at the end of the year that is the same amount of money as his entire fucking paycheck for the entire other half of the year. So he basically doubles his money just off of a fucking bonus for his position, right? Like, that is insane. And what we in the adult world call a good investment, good stonks, all right? And his lovely fiance finished her teaching shit last year. So I mean, I even called her last night. I was like, listen, I listed a particular professor. Fucking stupid. And we had I want to say 15, 20-minute conversation on what the hell she expects from her students and why it's complete fucking bullshit. And how I should just talk to her instead of my professor. Which I'm glad, because it's complete fucking bullshit and doesn't make any sense, you know. But yeah. God damn it. The worst part about this section is it's all timing based, right? And if you fuck up one section, you're playing either catch up or like slow down the rest of the time. Like that. I fucked up when I hit those spears. So instead of bouncing off the spears, I like missed the saw blade. I don't know why. I just had a fucking aneurysm right there as I was speaking. I fucked up. Once again, the timing is everything. But I have done this remarkably fast. I know it's not like anything speedrun proud of, but I mean, for someone who's only played this game once in like the last month and a half, I'm pretty fucking excited. That was a bad example of my skill level. Yeah. But I don't know. On to funner topics. The next short story. I don't know when it's coming out. I told Janimio, because he helps me edit my stories, that I want to do a story a month kind of deal. And the one I'm currently working on is nowhere near done. I really haven't been able to put the time I've wanted to into it, simply because college is a bitch, and the amount of homework and shit that I've done, like the last 2 weeks in particular, has been absolutely fucking stupid. Just the sheer amount of bullshit and papers and stuff. Like, I figured when I got done with my generals, that would be the end of me writing papers every goddamn class for just about every big assignment. Oh, I was so wrong, okay? The amount of papers I've written for one class in particular this semester is absolutely disgusting, and I can't stress enough how much I hate it, because I hate writing papers. I think it's genuinely the worst and least useful assignment that a teacher can give a student, is to write a paper. Especially when the class is pure discussion. Like, all my classmates and I do is we read some books which are very opinionated, to say the least. And then we prepare some notes and we discuss in class. Like, that's genuinely all that I'm fucking doing in that class. Yet then, the only other assignment that I have to do is I have to write a fucking paper like once every 2 weeks about some bullshit that I'm supposed to have been comprehending from our discussions. And like, because of the way the class is structured, we're not taking notes during our discussions. So I'm not remembering everything that's said, let alone everything that I've thought. And maybe that's on me, but I think it's more on the professor and the opportunity provided. I'm sure that because my professor is quite actually chill, which is good because I could not take that class otherwise, I'm sure she would be fine if I had my computer out and I'm taking notes in class. Like, I'm sure she wouldn't be opposed to that. She really doesn't, like, she's not super ridiculous about shit like that. She is kind of ridiculous about the opinions kind of deal. And even though she is probably the most nonpartisan professor I've ever had, which, if you know what that means you're not a Republican or a Democrat, or at least you don't portray yourself in that way, like you're very open-minded kind of deal. Kind of like what liberals say they are, but they're actually not. That's probably going to piss some people off. Yeah, so even though she's very much that way, there's still things that I don't think I can say, even as a question in her class, because I know it's going to piss people off. And I hate to break it to you, when you piss people off in college, for whatever reason, they remember that shit, even though you may never see that person again, you know? Which, why you care about what someone said one time in a class you don't even want to be in, I don't know. That's not me personally. But yeah. Like, I'm not Republican in any means, okay? Like, I think the party system is fucking stupid to get a little political. But, like, fuck, there are some clear, very clear, correct, quote-unquote, correct opinions that you're supposed to have in college, which is inherently wrong, and one of the reasons why our country's so fucked up, because, like I said earlier, college is a business. Their goal is to pump out people and make a bunch of money. So they're pumping out these fucking idiots who think they're intelligent because they got a degree in gender studies, when my niece, who's 2, can tell you everything you need to know about gender studies. So, yeah, it's a fucking, it's a wild world, like, genuinely. God damn it. Alright. I've gotten there twice now, I think, and this is gonna, it's either gonna kill me, yeah. Yeah. I don't know, I'm pretty much done with that rant, and I know I started talking about my short story, and then quickly spewed back off into the fucking, I hate the education system, it's a complete waste of anyone's time and money, but back to short stories, because surprising me, right, my last short story did way better than I thought it would, right? That was the Cyberhex one, which I was actually very happy with, even though it wasn't meeting the length requirement I'd set for myself and other aspects that I had like planned to have in there kind of deal. I was still very happy with it, you know? God damn it. So I was still very happy with it, and I'm proud of it. And it did far better than I thought it would. The reason I say that is a day of being published, it had like 6 fucking views, right? And then the next like 2, maybe 3 days, it just shot off. And I don't even know where it's at right now. It's probably at like maybe 50 views, something close to that. Which I know isn't like a super lot, especially compared to, you know, some channels. But I feel like it's pretty good for a channel with... Recently I just hit 40 subscribers, so go me, you know. Which I know is laughable that I'm like, go me, I'm doing so good. But hey, fuck you all, okay? I didn't have a platform. I wasn't piggybacking off nobody. I did all this shit by myself with the help of my friends and piggybacking off of their personality. But that's not important to the story. So, yeah. So I'm quite happy with my channel so far. I've been doing it for 7 months. Actually, 8 months now. 9 months. Something like that. I've been doing it around 8 months. 8 to 9 months. And the progress that I've made on my channel is actually, I'm really happy with. And honestly, I don't think I could really say anything other than thank you to the people that have been watching my videos and have subscribed. If I haven't already, you know, said thank you. I appreciate it. And And like, I know everyone says in their videos, you know, like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Like, that shit really does help. And it also just helps me mentally be like, okay, I'm not wasting my time posting these videos, even though I know they're not the highest quality. All right, I'm a cheap ass. I'm not paying for my editing software yet because I don't see the need to. Also, it's like not like super expensive, but it's not like cheap either. So I just don't pay for it right now. I use the free version. I upload subpar to what I record at videos, and I'm fine with that. Yeah. But I don't know. If anyone had any questions about like YouTube or anything for me, I'm happy to answer the best I can. I'm not perfect by any means, and by perfect I mean I don't know everything. I still fuck up on shit. Like my last Shell Shocked video, I had a clip of music in there, right? That's in the game, okay? I didn't add it after recording. I didn't do any of that shit. It's in the game. And so I edited my video with it in the game, you know? And YouTube, for whatever reason, flags it as a copyrighted music clip. I don't know why. It's whatever. But they flag it, and they have this tool on their thing in your in your production phase, where you can remove that music, or it's supposed to remove the music, but not like the video audio itself, you know? And I did that because I'm like, you know, there's some stuff that I had to say at the end of my video that I wanted said, kind of deal, but I didn't want to have to figure out how to edit out that fucking sound because I thought that was stupid, and I'm right, it is stupid. So I did that, and apparently it removed the audio for the last like 15 seconds of my video, maybe even longer, and so there's just absolutely nothing playing in the video, and it's just completely silent for, it's probably like 30 seconds long. I don't know if it's actually that long. That's how long it feels watching it, because nothing's fucking happening. But yeah, and so that's like super annoying, and I know a great YouTuber would never let that happen, but like I said, truth be told, I couldn't be fucking bothered. No! It's fine. So yeah, like I said, it's just, I'm not a perfect YouTuber, but I can answer questions. Like, it's no different from fucking teaching in a school. The only difference is the thing I'm talking about. I don't know why I didn't double jump there. That's kind of like a thing I've been doing today. Yeah, I'm still, you know, I'm not even 50 minutes in, and I'm to the last area. And I have not been giving this like try hard attention levels, which is the only way I fucking beat it last time I did it. Damn it, I fucked up. No, I really do enjoy reading comments. I've had a few that have just, I've been having the absolute shittiest of days, and I see a notification pop up while I'm doing homework or something from YouTube, and it's like, new comment on X video, and it makes me happy. I don't even care. I mean, you can be like offensive as shit. It doesn't bother me at all. I just like seeing people write stuff. Obviously, I'm gonna delete it if it's super bad. But I'm generally a pretty no fucks given. If it's funny kind of person. Much to the annoyance of my wife, but yeah, whatever. You know, she loves me and I love her. That's all it really takes. I don't know why I keep being an impatient prick on that part, but I am, so here we go. I don't know why I hit it sideways. I meant to hit it down, but whatever. Yeah. No, early sellout. Like, comment, subscribe if you've made it this far in the video, because I don't know about you. I mean, I would, because I have an issue. I don't know how many of you actually would want to watch a fucking hour-long video about me ranting about the U.S. education system. But obviously some of you have, because you're still here for this part of the video. So, go you. You're amazing. I don't love you, but I do like you. Fuck! Yeah. And the reason I say I don't love you is because I think that's weird to say I love you to people I don't even fucking know. Let alone, like, the only interaction I've had is online through a username. I've never even talked to you. Like, I'm not going to say I love you. So, to the streamers and YouTubers that do say that, you're fucking weird, and I don't care if that's mean to say. Okay, you're a fucking weirdo. And I know the strategy. You're just saying that so people think you care about them, and then you can exploit views off of them. That's the business. But you're still a fucking weirdo. Oh. Yeah. I don't know. I'm actually running out of stuff to say. I didn't think I would make it this far, kind of deal. You know, I figured I'd get pissed off in like the second area and fucking rage quit, and I'd have to come back and record this. But I'm going to stay with my in-laws this weekend, so I kind of need a video. And it just so happens that Path of Pain is where I'm going to go with that. Yeah. And like I said, I'm actually doing surprisingly well. I did not think I would save that. Holy shit. And then I do that thing, so I don't know. And then I do that thing, so. Alright, wabam. See, I'm doing stupid things, and I know I'm doing stupid things, but I can't stop because I'm stupid. Like that would have been a perfect time to not fucking stop in the middle of in between the spears. But I did. Again. The worst part of this platforming is I have to essentially hold my joystick down the entire time so that I can pogo. Well, I don't know if any of you have held your joystick down, fuck off, it's not sexual, for an extended period of time. It's not the easiest, right? Like, the two ways to do it is either tip it, or you have to like get on the very top edge of the joystick and hold it from there, which is also not super comfortable. It's just an overall not fun thing, but it sure as fuck beats using the D-pad like a goddamn weirdo. What the fuck? Oh, alright. I know I've done like this last section for at least 20, probably 15 minutes, maybe longer. Nah, I fucking missed. I don't, okay. I guess I never did say what the next story is going to be about, which I don't have to, but I don't know, maybe y'all would enjoy knowing. So the next story is going to be about Novanoid mining. So if you don't remember what that is, that's the material used in the cybernetic augmentation. And I know it's not called cybernetics, but I'm heavily inspired by cyberpunk, if you could not fucking tell already. So that's the metal used in the augmentation process and the making the gifts. So it'll be about the mining process of that. And I'm pretty sure it was in the City of Apparitia data entry that they mine it from underwater deposits. So it's a underwater mine kind of deal that they have to go through, and it's very dangerous and very hard, and that's what the story is going to be about. And it's actually going to have a story. It's not just going to be a data entry like cyber hexes and the city was. It's going to have a story that you can go through. It's going to have characters to follow, and you're going to be able to do that with it. And then it also will still have the data entry part. That's kind of a nice little concept that I came up with, is every story is going to have two parts, a story part and a data entry part. No, I had to readjust my thumb. Okay, it's fine. I'll get it on this one. Or I won't, and I'll be here for another 20 minutes. It's fine. That was just sad. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not sure when that's coming out. I do want to have it out in October, but that might be the last week in October. It really depends on oh my gosh, I hit my dash. When I finish writing it and then when I get it edited and stuff. Because it's really a bad habit, but I kind of only write when I'm inspired to do so. I mean, that's the same reason why my Warhammer army isn't fucking painted, because I only paint when I feel like it, kind of deal, which is terrible for productivity. Like, it's just so bad, but it's kind of the way I do things. I also put it second to homework, which is good and important when I'm trying to finish school. But yeah, so I don't know when that's coming out. It's going to be roughly 500 words, I think, is the... I don't know if I ever mentioned that. That's kind of like the length I'm looking for, is about 500 words. And I don't know how to... If I want to distinguish that between the total or just the story aspect. What I'm thinking is like just the story aspect, and the data entry can be, I don't know, however X long, maybe 200 additional words kind of deal. No, I died. Yeah. So that's that. I can't really tell you more without being a stupid bitch, without spoiling anything. So I think I'll leave it at that. But yeah, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be my first story that I'm publishing. Whereas, like, I've published 3 data entries now, technically, because of that episode 0 that I posted that, I'm going to be honest, isn't much of a story. It's just what it is, you know? So I've done 2 so far, and neither one of them really had much story as far as, you know, a short story. It was just exposition, kind of a lore dump, which is fine, because then that sets up the background knowledge and the... Damn it, motherfucker. See, if I can just get to those spears, I should be fine. would have been fine if I didn't stop straight down, but I'm super smart. Now. How the hell? Whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I might go quiet tryhard mode. I don't know. I've been having luck with just rambling and not really focusing on the game. I don't know why, but I've been having a lot of luck with that. So maybe if I just don't stop running my mouth, I'll actually get what I want, which is a crazy concept because, let me tell you, as a guy who is married, when I run my mouth, I typically don't get what I want. Instead, I get told what a fucking idiot I am for the hole I just dug. You know, if you're married, you know how it is. If you're dating steadily and you're like living together, you know how it is. Because I mean, I don't know if this is a popular opinion or if it's just kind of like general thought. If you're dating and living together and you have been for over a year, you're basically fucking married. You just don't want to either pay the money to go get married and get a certificate, or you don't want to pay for a reception, or maybe you just don't believe in the institution of marriage, which is fair enough. I mean, you know, that's your belief. I have mine, which is you should, because it's actually pretty great. Oh, man. Yeah. Man, motherfucker. Yeah. It's too low. To the window, to the wall, till the sweat drips down my balls. I don't know if I'll get copyrighted for that, but I shouldn't because I fucking suck at singing. But then again, I can get copyrighted for the dumbest shit. So. Mother. Okay. It's time to sit up in serious mode. Because I've been, like, leaned over in my chair, like, at a weird angle to the side the entire time I've been doing this, which is just not good posture. Also, probably wasn't helping me, you know, see my screen. I wasn't far enough over. That is far too low. That's far too high. That's perfect. I'm like Goldilocks up in this bitch. Just right. Fuck. Yeah. Hippity hoppity, children are property that the government uses. Boom, boom. Ah! See, I keep just like, if I would just dash instead of fucking moving over, I would honestly make that way more than I have. But I haven't done that, so here I am. Again, if I wouldn't do stupid shit like that double jump right there, I'd be fine. Unlike that one, which was Le Conseil fuck me. Also, I don't speak baguette, so if I said something offensive in the baguette language, I'm only like kind of sorry, because the only reason I would learn French is so I can more accurately insult their culture. Don't ask me why I hate the French. I don't know. I think it's just a funny little scapegoat. I mean, like, in history, you know, French, World War I, they wore their weird red pants that made them super visible, and so they all got shot on the battlefield, which is kind of funny. And then World War II, they decided to retire the red pants and bring out the white flag. I'm sorry, I know that's not like historically accurate, so I'm probably gonna get flagged for misinformation, but I just thought that that was a funny joke, and as something that this channel prides itself on, you should be able to joke in life. If you can't laugh, you can't joke, your life is truly not a good thing. Like, and by that I mean it's not like a happy place, not like you shouldn't live. I just want that to be mucho de claro. And with that, I've done it. So now I can quit to menu. I'm kidding. I would not do that. I'd actually fucking cry if I click quit to menu. What I'm about to get into, which you'll see, is stressful because of how the last one treated me. So get over here, you fucking bitch. Oh, fuck you, buddy. Yay! Let's go. You ready for this absolute killer lore, fellas? Look at that. It's the start of my daddy issues. Dad's giving older brother attention while I shit my pants behind him. And with that, that is the path of pain, ladies and gentlemen. That only took me an hour and 7 minutes. So I'd like to thank you right now from the bottom of my heart for sitting through all of that. I'm probably not going to edit anything out, simply because that requires effort, and that is something I am lacking today and this week, because I still have to edit Little Templar's homecoming pictures from the dance he went to, because I'm such a good big brother. I promised I would do that. I still don't know what's over here, but oh wait, that's where I came from originally. Yeah, anyways, yeah, that's how good of a big brother I am. Anyways, thanks for watching. I know I really thank you for that, but thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me your favorite part of the video and what you think about college, because it's fucking bullshit. Yeah, I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye.